These are the Hartnell College Department of Welding Technology Weld Shop Facility General Shop Safety Rules. Shop safety rules. It is important to Hartnell College Welding Department that the weld shop be used in a safe manner. All persons who want to use the weld shop are required to read and follow the general safety instructions and rules and all machine-related safety instructions. Any persons violating the shop rules may be barred from using the weld shop until approval from the welding instructor or shop instructional aide for readmittance. Safety starts with you. Most accidents happen because of carelessness or by not following safety rules. Following basic safety rules and using common sense can make the weld shop a safe and enjoyable experience. Think things out first before you get started. Make sure your setups are sound. If you're not sure how to do something, ask the welding instructor or the instructional aide. Trying to figure something out on your own may result in damage to the machine or injury to you and or to others around you. If you break or damage any tools or equipment, you must report it immediately to the instructional aide or welding instructor so that it can be repaired and or replaced. Take time to familiarize yourself with where everything is in the shop. You should know where the emergency exits are, where the first aid kits are located, and where the emergency shutoff switch is located, where the emergency eye wash stations are located, and where all fire extinguishers are located. Part 1. Number 1, eye protection in the form of safety glasses, face shields, or goggles is required at all times in the weld shop area. Number 2, use approved hearing protection when needed. Earplugs are provided at various locations throughout the weld shop. Besides the main reason for hearing protection, earplugs can be used to prevent hazards when entering your ear canal, dust, weld sparks, etc. Earphones are not hearing protection and may pose a danger. Number 3, use appropriate respiratory protection when working with dust, mites, fumes, or vapors. Number 4, long pants are required in the shop area. Open-toed shoes, sandals, etc. are not allowed. Do not wear loose or torn clothing, neckties, or necklaces. Long hair can easily be caught in drill presses, lathes, milling machines, or other machines. Tie back hair or wear a cap. Prevent clothing from being caught in moving machinery. 5, rings, watches, bracelets, and necklaces should be removed before working in the shop area. These items can be easily caught in moving machinery and may constitute an electrical shock hazard. 6, do not bring food or drinks into any laboratory or shop space. Spilled drinks constitute electrical hazards and can damage expensive equipment. 7, use proper techniques when lifting, moving, or carrying loads. Obtain assistance or distribute loads and avoid strain. Use carts to move heavy vices or workpieces. Number 8, watch for tripping hazards and do not place materials or objects in thoroughfares or passageways. Raised extension cords. 9, know the location of the fire extinguishers, fire exits, and first aid kits. 10, be aware of emergency procedures such as telephone. Dial 911 for police, fire, and medical. Campus security can be reached at 813-770-7004. Number 11, all injuries, accidents must be reported immediately to the welding instructor and instructional aide. Accident incident reports should be filed in a timely fashion. 12, all machinery, equipment, processes, and materials are off limits until you've been authorized by shop personnel. Permission is required for the use of each individual machine in the weld shop. 13, if you are in doubt as to proper or safe procedures, stop work and ask for guidance. 14, report unsafe or hazardous conditions whenever noted. Correct them if possible. 15, it is standard safety procedure to work in conjunction with another person at all times. If you are injured, you may be unable to call for help if working alone. 16, be thoroughly knowledgeable concerning the equipment you are using before you turn it on. Read and understand specific safety and procedural instructions for each different piece of equipment. Know where primary and secondary power cutoff switches are located and how to use them. 17. Have your setup checked by a qualified person before turning on the machine. 18. Use tools for intended purposes only. Do not use screwdrivers as pry bars, wrenches as hammers, etc. 19. Inspect tools before using. A tool that is dull or in disrepair may not do a proper job and may cause operator harm due to excessive forces required to perform the same work. Examples include dull or chipped edges on cutting tools, drills, or saws, on properly grounded screwdrivers or chisels, loose heads on hammers, worn wrenches, etc. Do not grind your own tools unless you have been trained to do so. 20. Do not use fingers or hands to remove chips from moving or stationary machines. Use a brush to remove chips and dispose of them properly. 21. Never direct a stream of compressed air at yourself or others. Say the word air loudly before using compressed air to clean off a part or machine so that you do not startle others working in the shop. Give verbal warning before making loud noises of any kind. 22. Never adjust a moving or rotating machine unless motion is necessary to make an adjustment, i.e. a drill press that must be sped up to adjust the moving. Check individual machine requirements. Always allow machines to come to a complete standstill before making adjustments or repair. 23. Approach all powered machinery and equipment as though it is turned on. Never leave a machine running while unattended. Some machines are nearly silent when running. 24. Do not attempt to slow down or stop rotating or moving equipment with hand or tools. 25. Remove all non-essential tools, tooling, or materials from machine surface prior to turning on the machine. Vibration may cause these items to fall into moving or rotating equipment. 26. Machined metal, sheared metal, rough casting, etc. can cause very sharp and dangerous edges. Always handle with caution and use gloves if possible. However, do not use gloves around rotating or moving machinery that can have your hands caught by these gloves. 27. Always clamp or secure work pieces properly so that it will not be thrown by the machine. Sheet metal and thin parts can ride flutes when drilling. Make sure the RPM of the machine is correct and proper tooling is used so parts may not be thrown. 28. Never leave chuck keys in the lathe or drill chucks. 29. Welding, cutting, brazing, and related processes can produce toxic fumes, burns, fires, explosions, and electrical shocks. Take appropriate precautions to protect yourselves and others in the shop. Proper PPE. 30. Use only flint igniters for lighting torches. Do not use butane lighters, which can explode. 31. Use extreme caution when working around hot metals and welding areas. Hot metals can exhibit little or no visible indication of being hot. 32. Never use a file without a handle installed. 33. Concentrate on what you're doing and do not talk or be distracted while operating equipment. Part 2. Rules for the use of the weld shop facility. We want to keep these facilities available for the use of students and faculty of the Welding Technology Department to the maximum extent possible while maintaining a reasonable degree of safety and order. We ask that you observe the preceding and following procedures for your own safety, benefit, and enjoyment, as well as others. The following rules regarding the use of the weld shop facility have been established. Number 1, independent work is not allowed in the shop unless you have been authorized by the person in charge. Number 2, read and observe the safety rules, especially those relating to eye protection and loose clothing. Refer to the previous safety information. Each type of tooling or equipment used in the shop will have a safety separate checklist that students review and are signed off on to use. Number 3, you must check in with the person in charge before starting work. Visitors are not allowed at any time in the weld shop. Alisal campus has organized events that let the public come in and tour the facilities. Number 4, you must sign in to the class roster and use the weld shop that includes your name and time in. Return all tools and clean up. All tools are to be returned clean to their proper places, and the area in which worked is to be cleaned up as indicated. Weld shop. Clean out chip trays, wipe off machines, oil ways, and tool slides, and sweep floor around machines. Clean off tables, return unused rods to cabinets or container, dispose of scrap and any garbage, secure regulators, and sweep floor around work area. Every student has an assigned time and date that they will oversee the weld shop cleanup. See the class roster. 6. The shop is only available during times posted. 7. If you need help or instruction, do not hesitate to ask. We don't want injuries to you or damage to the equipment any more than you do. Just please ask. 8. Let us know immediately if any equipment doesn't operate properly or needs attention. Also, please inform us of any damage to tools or machines, especially if it occurs while you're using the equipment. 9. There are restroom facilities available within the weld shop, hallway between welding and manufacturing shops. 10. Temporary storage lockers available for students to use during class time hours, available in the hallway between welding and manufacturing shops. 11. No food or drink allowed in the weld shop area. Use the lecture area for food and drink. Number 12. No bullying or harassment of other students will be tolerated. Grounds for immediate dismissal from class. 13. No foul or abusive language allowed. 14. Any student under the influence of drugs or alcohol will be asked to leave the premises immediately. No drugs or alcohol allowed in the weld shop or other areas on the Alisal campus. 15. No smoking, vaping, or tobacco-related products allowed in the weld shop or other areas on the Alisal campus. Failure to abide by these foregoing rules and safety instructions will result in the denial of use of the weld shop facilities.